At BTD6, there are 24 towers you can use to defend yourself against the oncoming onslaught of balloons. But today, we're going to go down to the very classic Monkey Meadows map, and we're going to do one specific tower, and this is going to be the Druid. This is going to be really interesting because the Druid has the ability to hit everything except for camos, unless you're a T5. So this is going to be very, very interesting of a challenge. While we have money making technically, we also don't have a whole lot of money making. Spirit the Forest is pretty difficult to get up and running. So the goal is we can only use Druids and a single village or two specifically just for camera detection. We cannot get jungle gems on it or anything like that. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting time. Going to get Thorn Swarm and Heart of Oak. We're going to work up to Druid of the Jungle right away. It's our best move. Plus, this is the best position for the Spirit of the Forest. So the question is, can we actually beat round 100 or even past that? I really don't know. I think it depends completely on if we can get all of our towers. See, the one big bonus about the Druids is with the Druid of Wrath, we can actually boost every T5 of Druid. It's just about the ability to hit all types of balloons, so we have to have an M.I.B village or camera detection in general. So it's not the easiest thing, but I think it's definitely worth it. So let's go ahead and now we can get Hard Thorns. We don't want Heart of Thunder yet because then we can't hit purples. But with Hard Thorns, we can hit leads and every other balloon type except for camos. So we are big chilling on that. And we don't have another way to make money. And on top of that, that's pretty expensive. $4,900, and even a medium mode, it's 35 grand even to get Spirit of the Forest, which is even incredibly expensive. So the only way we're going to be able to afford that, I think, is if we get multiple jungles bounties. But we also have to be able to take down the M.I.B at 40, which I don't know if we're going to be able to do if we use just jungles bounty. And I would very much like to go ahead and I would like to get some more Druids for Jungle's Bounty, but we are running into camos very soon. So I need to go ahead and get my camo detection down. We're going to put the village here because I want the Druids on this half of the map because it sees the end of the map in general. So we get bigger radius to make sure we can hit everything. Oh, I'm super stressed because we're killing it right now, but we're only wave 19 and Druid of the Jungle is OP. So I'm not worried about it, but we're about to run into some camo balloons, which luckily we have nails and a couple extra magic lives, but that's not going to hold out long even with Druid of the Jungle. So at this point we get a lot of money between 30 and 40, especially 35 and 40, so I think we just hold off, save as much money as possible, and if it's early enough by the time we get enough money for Jungle's Bounty, we go for it. We get the money making ability, but we don't want to get it if we can't actually afford it. And then basically if we have it only 2 rounds beforehand, we're gonna have to buy the bottom half Druids to even be able to do damage to the M.I.B. I am getting a little worried though, little worried. They're starting to get a lot more balloons out, which means even for Druid of the Jungle, it's hard for him to deal with it. So it's going to be a little difficult. Come on, buddy. I need you to hold out. At least with Jungle Bounty, you get a second vine, right? Yeah, calls in 2 vines to grab balloons. Thorn Piles have extra pierce. Jungle's Bounty ability generates cash and 1 life each use, plus extra cash per banana farm. Well, we're not using banana farms, so that's no use to us. Ooh, and we're $1,000 away. Come on, give me that money. We are 500, 400. Yeah, something like that. Come on, give me the money. 5 rounds away. This is gonna be close. We're gonna go ahead and grab it. Yes, that's super close though. 5 rounds is gonna be cutting it really close. I don't know if that was the smart play. Let's go ahead and let's get our next buddy set up right here. So this is probably gonna be our overall Druid of Wrath right here. So let's just go ahead and let's get him set up. We need Thorn Swarm. We can leave Heart of Oak for now, but we need Pop Lust. That will boost this guy and the rest of the Druids that we're about to put down here in the oncoming rounds. Oh yeah, we got our ability. Do I have a tech bot? Yeah, let's go ahead and throw a tech bot down and we attach it to that guy. So that way we can activate the ability at all times no matter what. And I don't have to worry about it. Come on, give me Pop Lust. There we go. Oh, wave 39. Let's go ahead. We can get at least 1 more Druid down here. There we go. Perfect. Let's go bottom path. Oh, we quite don't have enough for Pop Lust. I would really much like to have another 2 grand, please. And we're not going to have that. Are we going to be able to pop this thing? Please, please, please. If we just pop it into balloons, yes, we were able to do it. Okay, grab Heart of Oak. We'll get Pop Lust on this guy. And then I think we focus on getting more Jungle's Bounty. Ones that's going to take care of all the small balloons, but specifically, we need a lot of money. Actually, 35 grand in reality isn't a whole lot. I just don't know if the Druids are going to be capable to hold out to get to that point, but maybe they can. So I'm not, I'm not going to pop, just because I think we can get to the 35k, we're already at 8.5k, we're not going to get Pop Loss to save 2.5k, and we're going to go straight for Spirit of the Forest. As soon as we get Spirit of the Forest, we can get Heart of Thunder, because then we don't have to worry about it. How much money have you made us so far? 2240, $2,200. That's not bad, not amazing. And we're at 20 grand, though, only 15 grand, and we're at wave 50. Well, we're halfway to 100, which is a good sign. We're not having any issues whatsoever. In reality is, we should be able to easily beat 100 and get long past that if we can get set up. It's just depending on if the druids are strong enough to keep themselves up and alive while we get set up. But we're only a couple grand away from getting Spirit of the Forest, so I'm gonna try to hold out here. Come on, it's getting iffy. Oh, it's super close. That's a lot of balloons. Ooh, it's so scary. It's okay, it's okay. We're 4 grand away. 4 grand. We got this, okay? 3.5 grand. God, I hate waiting for money. It's literally the soul-crushing, most annoying thing to do in the game when you're just sitting here praying that you're strong enough to survive and get enough money. Come on, Mr. Spirit of the Forest. We're literally $1,000 away. Come on. This is so annoying. We're just barely edging closer, closer, and closer. And yes, there we go. Look at that. Plus, we just do so much damage with the spikes on the floor there. There we go. Okay. So at this point, we can go ahead. We're going to get M.I.B. And then I think we start working on our Druid of Wrath. I think that's more important than Superstorm. We need pure damage at the start. I think we want to put Spirit of the Forest, I mean not Spirit of the Forest, Superstorm like right here too. I want it near the end of the track, but I don't want it too far to the end where it can't see anything. Alright, so we have 3 Druids. For the Druid of Wrath, I believe you need 6 in total. 7 if you get Superstorm, 8 if you get the Druid of the Jungle. So that's 5, 6, and number 7. There we go. I'm hoping these can all be in range of each other. And should we put like number 8? No, we should put number 8 like right. I'm worried about the closeness. I can always spend a little extra money on some more villages there. So there we go. Alright, let's go ahead and upgrade all of these. And let's see what their range is like and see who needs a boost. We want to make sure every other, at least all the T5s need to be maxed out. Actually, I think we have too many. There we go. Let me sell these 2 because there we go. This is the T5, right? Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and that boosts everyone. Perfect. So now we can go ahead and we can throw this guy here and go ahead and go all the way to top path. Thorn Swarm is definitely better than the Reach as much as I want it, so we can make sure we can hit everything. But we can go ahead and we can pop a village down here instead and make sure he gets that extra range. So that's going to be well worth it. Hey, wow, round 73. I didn't even realize it. Right now we are just absolutely killing it. No issues whatsoever coming in. And at that point, it's just saving enough money so we can get both Superstorm and Druid of the Wrath, which is going to be a lot of money. But I don't think it's actually going to be that big of a deal. Once we get Avatar of Wrath, we should just absolutely slay all the balloons. Or we can go for Superstorm first, which is more expensive, but it's only going to knock back the balloons. I want Avatar of Wrath first because of the BAD. Specifically, we need to do extra damage. And then as strong as this is, he does a lot of damage to a lot of balloons at the same time. It's not good for a very single target M.I.B class balloon, especially something like a BAD when it's on its own. Okay, Rockstars, so let us run for a little bit. Wet wave 88, and we're actually killing it. Nothing's really getting by, and we have 70 grand, so we can actually easily get Avatar of Wrath. It's a little bit of extra range as well, which is super nice, and we're at 25 grand left over still. We could get more T4s, but we still have to save up for Superstorm, so we are having literally no issues. The only question is, oh, we absolutely shredded the DDTs, shredded them. Yeah, I guess we'll see you at 95 and then 100 if we have any issues. When 95, a dreaded wave here in BTD6, especially on chimps, but luckily we're only on medium mode, which I think made this a lot easier considering the prices. I think it's usually like 74k for Superstorm on hard, so I'm a little glad. Easy would have been way too easy. I knew we could have done it with that, but 57 grand, we're gonna get Superstorm before anyways. This is nuts. So I could technically boost these guys, yeah, but I don't want to. I want to see their natural strength. That's why we just have M.I.B villages to make sure they can hit all the balloon types. Hey, level 8. I don't know what is that, Paragon levels or what. I'm not exactly sure about that. There we go. Let's go ahead and let's boost this guy up. Ooh, here comes the big ol' BAD. Can we do that? I'm gonna place these guys down because it's kind of bothering my OCD and ADHD that these guys aren't maxed out at 5 yet, and that's just bad for me. Hey, wave 101. We're not going to be able to get literally any stronger than what we currently are whatsoever. So I think it's just going to be something that we have to accept, that this is it. And there's no point. I mean, we could put down all these guys for no big deal, but I think I'd rather just let it sit and send and see how far we can get overall. We're at wave 107, so I guess the real question is if we can push back every single balloon type, as long as DDTs don't get too fast, will we make it all the way to 140 for the reinforced BAD? I don't think so. I think we're going to lose probably mid 120s is my guess right now. Probably 125 to 127, but I guess we'll see when we get there, guys. If you guys are enjoying, let me know in the comments down below as well, Rockstars. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below, and let me know what other tower you would specifically like to see us do this with this next, because I think it's really interesting since a lot of people have done these, but the balloons towers have been changed a lot over the last 10 or so updates in the last couple of years. So it's really interesting to come back and see how strong these guys really are now in the latest version of the game. We'll see in 6 rounds if we're going to be able to actually beat this or not. I am shocked to see that we're continuing to go. I thought the DDTs would be too fast and they would beat us by now because the Druid or the Superstorm wouldn't be able to knock them back. We're coming to the end of round 139, Rockstars, so I don't think we're going to be able to do this, but let's see how much damage we really do to this reinforced BAD. Each tick is 20% every time it has damage on it, so we've done no damage so far. Well, oh, there's 20% of its HP. There we go. After this point, I usually struggle to see when it happens. Was that 40% or are we not at 40% yet? There's the second BAD that's gonna help the Druid of Wrath, but they're about to get out of reach. He's at 40 or 60% damage right now. Still not enough damage. Even if he ticks again, that's at max 80%. There's no way we can pop him. Let's explode our mines. Still wasn't enough damage, but we got pretty far. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below if you guys did enjoy it, and I'll see y'all next time, Rockstars. Peace.